and I might say that that should have been enough. Anyway, I would I would love to have been there with you, especially seeing the warmth, energy, and enthusiasm that everybody is showing. This is a very important conference, obviously, for very important party. And honestly, in addition, of course, to thanking you for the invitation, I want to tell you a little secret. I'm calling you, I'm talking to you from Malta, where the conference of the Socialist International is taking place. We were invited there as much as we were invited to attend your conference. So what to do? We split. Would Olmar to go physically to attend your conference, and I physically attend the Maltese conference. And guess what? Yehud Olmert once again won, because I think that with this kind of warmth and enthusiasm, things makes a whole of a difference. Now, in addition to that, I want also to say that few minutes ago, while I was still waiting to make my statement, I saw some kind of a procedure, a process taking place. And in spite of lack of knowledge of the German language, I think that this was elections, the procedure of elections of kind of leaders for the party. And as such, I would say that this has been very important, because democratization of all institutions, including parties, is an essential part of making progress and moving ahead, moving forward with everybody. So I would only want to congratulate the winners, tell them congratulations, and of course, for those who didn't make it, to tell them hard luck. Maybe next time will be better. But anyway, this is part of the right and correct traditions that we need to uphold and we need to repeat, all of us, not only in Germany, but in Germany and Palestine and Israel, everywhere. We should uphold democracy and exercise that democracy in our institutions. Now, back to the Middle East now. And in this regard, I want to say that solving the conflict between Israel and Palestine, between the Israelis and the Palestinians, the Israeli people and the Palestinian people, I think is a must. If the world is to make some progress in the Mediterranean, in the Middle East, and beyond, generally speaking, we need to solve this problem. But these problems, to be solved, need some kind of sanity, some kind of reason. And in this regard, I believe that both the Israeli and Palestinian people will prove to be sane enough to choose life over death, to choose the future over the past, and to choose better future for them and their children than choosing killing and maiming and suffering and, causing all kind of problems to the other side. Now, if we are to believe in that, we need also to know that the only available solution is the two states based on 1967 borders, with swap in the amount of 4.4% as proposed by Ehud Olmert in his plan, original plan given to Mr. Abbas, and as we also raised in our common or joint declaration. This is the only way forward, and there is no other way forward. So it is not a favor. It's not something we are doing for ourselves only. We are doing for both of us, and we are doing it for the whole world. And I believe that the world also has the duty to stand by this and to support what we are trying to do and to push in a rather real way for achieving the political solution in the form of two states, as I said, based on 1967 borders with the swap that is being proposed. Now, in our joint declaration, as Ehud Olmert said, we deal with the situation in Gaza, the war, and the necessity, the absolute necessity to stop that war. We deal with the overall political solution in the form of two states, and we deal with the issue of Jerusalem. How we go from here? That's the question that Ehud Olmert tried to answer. I believe that the entry point should be Gaza. And in this regard, allow me to say that the situation, as he said, is fragile, and we cannot just watch it and do nothing about it. I think we need to unify positions of the parties over three important issues in Gaza. One, the issue of position vis-a-vis Hamas and what should happen with Hamas, because believe it or not, the positions of the parties is not unified on this matter. The second issue is governance, and governance means not only the Board of Peace headed by President Trump that is part of the plan, but also the necessity of actually governing Gaza by Palestinian entity. And in our plan, we propose that this is to be established and to be physically linked with the Palestinian Authority. It seems to me this is the only possible solution. Anyway, the third issue is the issue of security, including the force that is supposed to be formed. Let me be very frank in this regard. There will be no force that is enforcing anything in Gaza. No country will send its soldiers to enter Gaza in order to dismantle the arms of Hamas. We need first to reach whatever solution politically, and then we get the force as part of the stabilization force that is cooperating with the Palestinian Security Force, and that is cooperating also with the governing Palestinian body, which will lead to a better situation. That should means full withdrawal of Israel from Gaza without return. And let me stress the idea of without return, because it's not important only for political reasons. It is important for practical reasons as well. Politically, it's well known what does it mean, because this is the beginning of the establishment of the state of Palestine. But practically also, you cannot reconstruct Gaza that is totally destroyed now while the army is on the border deciding what gets in and what doesn't get in. This you cannot do. That means that there will be no reconstruction of Gaza. As such, we need to change the kind of relationship, the nature of relationship that did exist between Israel and Gaza Strip for a while. And from there, we take it towards the establishment of the two states, state of Palestine based on 1967 borders. Of course, with some open-mindedness, what I described is not easy, I know, but it's not impossible. It can be done and it should be done. And I guess with your support, with the support of all peace-loving people around the world, we can do it. We should do it, and we should continue to believe in the political solution. And the fact that there is the only political solution available is the two states, Israel and Palestine, living side by side in peace and security. So thank you again, and good luck to you. All the best. And again, congratulations for those who won the elections, and hard luck for those who didn't win this time. Thank you. I take it that this applause is for Gazans, not for me.